So there I was. I'd crossed Lake Ontario, spent the night in the middle of the lake, and was 5 or 6 nautical miles off of the port of Oswego, where I can take my mast down and continue down through the canals all the way to New York City. In this video, we make it all the way to Sylvan Beach, which is on Lake Oneida. So stay tuned, guys. Give me a like, make a comment, and remember, anything is possible. Let's get on with the journey.
All right, guys, it's September 30th, and I'm about 8 nautical miles off Oswego. That's the United States right there. I'm a Canadian citizen, so I need to go in and check in. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull down the sails, put the sail cover on, and we'll motor into the dock there and check in with US Customs. I got my passport, everything's all ready, my logbook, insurance, station license, MMSI number, and all the things that I need to check into this country on a yacht. All right, so this is gonna be so amazing. This is the entrance to the canal that goes down to New York and the ocean. So over the next 7 days, well, we have until the 12th to get through this canal, and it closes, so hopefully we'll make it. Wow, so much to do. This is gonna be cool. We're gonna explore all this part of New York and head down the canals. There's a whole bunch of locks that we have to go through, and I'm single-handed, so this is gonna be hard. The overall length of the boat will be 53 feet because that's the height of the mast. So with one person going up and down locks, multiple locks, it's gonna be tough. So let's go in and check into the US here and get settled, because I'm hoping there's no surprises here. Maybe they're like, you're too late. I don't know. You know, anything is possible at this point. I just hope everything runs smoothly here and we get into the United States. All right. All right, we're getting close to Oswego now. We're about 4 nautical miles away. All the lines are out, buoys are out. I took a look on the satellite map, and I'm pretty sure it's a port side tie-up where the office is, but we'll see. All right, so I'm in the channel here, and I'm gonna head into Oswego and check into the United States. Seems like it's pretty deep port here. I'm gonna find out if I can anchor. I don't want to have to pay for a marina. So maybe I'll be able to anchor somewhere here, but we'll see. I'm gonna go check in first, pull into the main marina office, and go from there. All right, so I just spoke with the lady at the marina here, and she's giving me dock 5-2. All right, so we're gonna go pull up to the dock and check into the US here. All right, just gotta figure out what side it's on here. All right, so I made it in the USA. All right, let's go check in. All right, so I went and used the Customs and Border Patrol app inside the marina, and I submitted all my documents, and then it kicked me off. So it just kind of like kicked me off. So the lady's closing the office here, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna download the app and do it on my phone. So I don't know what that means, you know, it scares me. So anyway, the lady was really nice, and believe it or not, it's only like $54 a day here. Isn't that crazy? Toronto would be like huge amounts of money. So anyway, I booked the marina, I booked the slip here. So I think what I should do now is download this app and check into the country as soon as I can, because I don't want to get in trouble, and I really want, you know, I want to get my cruising license. And it's just a little scary, because what if the guy is like, I don't know. Anyway, so I'm gonna check in. They're talking about how it's possible I could take my mast down tomorrow, which means I could continue on, but I got to jump through some hoops here. I'm just gonna figure out this app situation and get this checking into the country sorted. Okay. All right, so I'm sitting here trying to check in. It says status pending. I went to the office and did this there on their tablet, but it didn't work. So now I'm concerned, because they asked me for a vessel registration document, but I don't have that. I mean, I have an email. They emailed me my new registration number. They didn't actually give me a document. So I'm not quite sure if this is going to work. Anyway, I contacted my dad, and he's looking into it right now because he's the one that actually registered the vessel. This was a while ago, and it's just something he took care of while I was doing something else. So I'll let you know what happens, guys.
Then you can just track your progress using the app for the ports of arrival on your way down.
Thank you, Frank. Appreciate that, sir.
All right.
All right. So
Have a safe trip.
should I be expecting I should be expecting an email, obviously.
Yeah, you should actually. Let me go in. It should. It might ding you here right when I send it to you. Actually, you're going to get two. You're going to see one that was denied because you had 2 trips in there.
Right.
So I did deny the first one, but you're going to get the second one. It should kick through here in just a few minutes, showing that everything is approved. If it doesn't kick through on the app, it will send you a email as well.
Okay. One more question. Now, sure. As I've been planning for this trip for 3 years now, and in the cruiser forums, it said that I have to phone somebody every 48 hours and report my position.
Yeah, that this roll map takes care of that. Normally,
okay.
How we did it before is, every 48 hours or anytime you more or less changed the area of responsibility, you would call. Now you can just do it right on the app, and we may or may not connect for a video chat when you check in. Normally, cruising licenses, we just kick it through. But same thing you did today, other than the arrival part, it'll just be a cruising license protocol.
Okay, understood. Thank you, sir.
All right. All right, you bet. Take care.
Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.
So that's it. Okay, so this meeting. Okay, you've been approved to enter the United States. Okay. Your arrival is being processed by a CBP officer. So that's great. Then that was really simple. I mean, he asked to see the vessel. He asked for me to pan the phone around on the inside, and it was actually rather simple. So I was really scared because the first time I went into the office, man, it didn't go through. So I was like, oh my God, have I been denied? Like, I've come all this way. So that's great. So I asked him there, like, do I have to report every 48 hours? On all the cruising forums, everything that I've looked at so far, it said that I need to phone someone every 48 hours. But this app here, I can obviously check in on the app, and if they choose to have a video conference, then they'll do that, right? So that's great. It's just better this way because, they have my phone number. They can contact me at any time. They have my email address. And I think in the future, the U.S. government should give us like a transponder where they can track us. If I entered the country, they would give us like a dongle or something that would send it to a satellite, So that's great. I'm in great relief after 21 hours of sailing. I've checked into the United States, and it's time to relax. I'm going to eat something. I'm starving, absolutely starving, and I'm going to look at my email right now and go from there. All right.
So in order to enter the canals, you have to have a clearance of 20 feet. And this boat has a 53-foot mast. So in order to get under these bridges on the New York Canal system, I needed to take my mast down. So it's just a matter of building wooden X's to hold the mast and getting everything into place. And then moving the boat over to the mast removal crane, where people will help you take your mast down. Now it's about $4 a foot, and I ended up staying at this marina for I think it was 3 days in total. And once it was down, I could continue on.
All right, guys, so we've had some success here. The mast is officially down. And now it's just a matter of tying everything in and making sure that it's safe, because that's kind of a big deal too, right? Making sure everything's not gonna fall over. So what I'm gonna do now is just strap everything in and we should be okay. All right, let's do it.
So we left about 7:30 that morning and entered into the Oswego Canal, which is a series of locks that leads to the Erie Canal, which is all a part of the New York Canal system. I spent hours and hours at the helm, making my way through these locks single-handedly, which is quite a feat.
All right, it's the next morning here. All right, so I'm in, this is lock 1. Look at the fog here, this is beautiful. All right, so it's about 6:30. This lock's about to open here. And we're gonna start moving up towards Lake Oneida. So there's a chandlery in Lake Oneida, like an actual marine store. I need to go there and get some fuel filters and a couple things. So what I think I'm gonna do, I was gonna like tidy all this shit up, but what I'm gonna do is just start the engine and start getting to where we need to go. I'm gonna stop in a town called, I can't remember the name of the town, damn it. Anyway, it's right before Lake Oneida. So there's like a public dock there. I think there's even power there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have some breakfast and start the engine and start moving on here. This is gonna be awesome. We need to get to this marine store. What happened yesterday was I took the fuel filter out. Well, there's 2 fuel filters. I took one out, put one back in. I did have a spare for the one that's on the engine side, but the one that's on the fuel tank side I took out, and I'm not going to put it back in because I don't want to introduce any other particulate into the diesel and make the situation worse, because the injectors on this engine are so tiny that if anything gets in there, the motor won't run. So it's critical that we get another fuel filter for this engine, which hopefully this marine store will have what I need. I've noticed in America, when you go somewhere, you can get anything. In Canada, you got to order it, you know. So with that logic, hopefully this marine store will have what we need. If not, I'm going to put the old fuel filter back in. So let's just get to the edge of Lake Oneida. If you look on the map, if you went right now and looked at Lake Oneida, it's a big, huge lake, and on the other side of it are the locks that head up towards Albany. So I think we can do this. We have I don't even know what day it is. Jeez, I've been just concentrating on moving through the water. I'll figure that out in a second. We'll make a clip where I tell you actually what day it is. So, oh, that's great. You know, this is what exploring's all about. It's just getting lost somewhere in America. I'm lost in America right now. So let's get through this lock and let's start heading up the river towards Lake Oneida. We'll tie up at that chandlery and go in and see what's going on and see if we can get this boat properly fixed. That'll keep everything at a certain level here, because this engine is so critical right now. If something goes wrong with this engine, we're going to be stuck inside this canal, and that could be catastrophic for this trip. All right, so the moment we exit these canals and are on Albany, like on the Hudson River, we're okay, because at that point I can relax, because then if something went wrong, I could fix the engine, take all the time I want, because I got 5 months left. But I literally have 6 or 7 days left before this canal closes. So it's early October. It's closing on the 12th. So let's do this. Let's get through these locks. All right. All right, this is great. I got some fuel line for the diesel heater, got a new fire extinguisher, some flares, which are really hard to find, and some fuel filters. So, got to install this fuel filter and top up the oil. The diesel's been topped up. I only used $40 in the last 2 days. That's pretty good, actually, when you think about it, considering how far I've gone. All right, so we're at the mouth of Lake Oneida, and it's gonna take me about 4 hours, maybe more, to get across it. So what I think I'm gonna do is have some breakfast, feel settled, and we're gonna cross this lake and get to the other side. And I think, pretty sure that's the halfway point to Albany. So I'm pretty confident that we're gonna make it through to the Hudson River in time. So I was talking to the lockmaster, and he said that they close on the 13th. So, and they do maintenance and stuff, so they're still working on the lock. So I'm pretty sure, I'm now like 95% confident that we're gonna make it through to the Hudson River, which is revolutionary, right? The Hudson River leads to the Atlantic Ocean leads to the Caribbean. So we're in a good position. All right, guys, let's get over this lake. Let's do this. All right, so we're setting off across Lake Oneida. Yeah, this is what it looks like. So on the map, it looks small to me, but I can't even see across it. So it's a big lake. Should take about 3 or 4 hours to get across, so it's a big deal. The safety of the canal is good. So the weather looks fine. I checked the weather, we're good. There's no waves out there or nothing, so this should be pretty easy. Let's get to the other side of this lake safely. That's the main point. We're 5 miles away from Sylvan Beach, which is the canal side of Lake Oneida here. It's taken me about 4.5 hours to get here, so it'll be a 5-hour trip, or a 5.5-hour trip. And you know, I was thinking of changing the name to the cockpit here to the fume pit, because I'm just breathing diesel fumes. The wind's going this way with me, so it's like a big cloud of diesel. I can see it going into the cabin. Pretty brutal. So I don't know what to do about that. I'm thinking about mounting a hose on the back so it goes underwater or something. I don't know. So it's almost 5 o'clock. It's like 4:30 right now, so the canal's shut down in half an hour. I won't be there in time to move forward. So I'm gonna take it easy. We're gonna find a good place to tie up. And I finally uploaded a video to YouTube, the first video. I'm gonna release that. It's gonna be a good milestone. So yeah, that's it. You know, just hours and hours of here at the helm. That's how it is right now, you know, for me. And I suspect it's gonna be like that for a long time. You just kind of, I've been picking away at things at the DAG lash and stuff down. Getting ready. There might be some rain tonight, so you know, I tidied up some lines and looked at some maps. Yeah, so yeah, that's it. Let's get to this place and get tied up and make some dinner. I'm starving and I just want to get there.
That's it for this week's video. Next week, we continue on this journey from Toronto all the way to the Bahamas. Remember to like and subscribe, make a comment down below, and we'll see you in the next video.